Hello everyone, here's Aquifil again with a little card rundown for WWE's Fastlane 2016 pay-per-view, which will be held this Sunday. And yes, Fastlane. After the Royal Rumble, there was a lot of talk. Was it good that Triple H won the title? Well, I said it before the Royal Rumble and I stick to it. It's a good choice, because what other real main event heels do we have right now? Lesnar is not a heel. Dean Ambrose, he's not one either. So who do we have? Triple H, because Kevin Owens, I would love to see him in the main event, but WWE hasn't pushed him to the extent as of late that he is a credible world champion and a credible WWE WrestleMania main eventer. The WrestleMania main event is a class of itself, so of its own. So, but back to Fastlane 2016, and yeah, the first match will be on the pre-show, the Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio best 2 out of 3 falls match for the United States title. And well, yes, since shortly before the Royal Rumble, there has been a lot of history between them, because Kalisto scored an upset victory over Alberto Del Rio for the title, and yeah, he lost it back one day later, I think it was, and at the Royal Rumble he won the title back yet again. So a lot of title changes between those two, and yeah, well, this match should determine who will be United States champion. And seeing as Sin Cara is back from injury, the chances for Kalisto are not that great, because let's take a look into the future. If Kalisto retains here, where should he go? Have a match possibly against AJ Styles? Well, yeah, but it wouldn't really help him. So maybe if Alberto Del Rio won here and would face AJ Styles, for example, at WrestleMania, and Styles won the title, that would give the title back a lot of prestige, a lot of worth. Which, yeah, as of late has rather fallen apart. The title is not worth that much. I wouldn't even consider it a mid-card title, it's an undercard title. WWE seems to think the same, because it's in the pre-show, and having a 2 out of 3 falls match in the pre-show, well, either we have 2 straight falls, or the first fall after 2 minutes, the next one after 6 minutes, and the last one after 12 minutes. I'm really, yeah, I really want to see how they handle it. I hope they give them the time they deserve, because even if they had a lot of botches at the Royal Rumble and some things didn't flow right, both are good competitors and should have a great match if given the time. So, will be interesting to see. Definitely one of the most interesting pre-show matches we have seen since, well, almost forever. Should be nice to tune in. So, on to the main card of WWE Fastlane. I'll start with the 6-man tag team match between Kane, Ryback, and the Big Show on the one side, and on the other side, the Wyatt family. I'll make it quick. Everything other than the Wyatt family winning here would be, yeah, just plain stupid from a booking point of view, because the Wyatts need wins to, yeah, get back their credibility. WWE and the Wyatt family have worked hard this year to, yeah, regain this, yeah, this threatening aura they once had, because they lost to Roman Reigns, they lost to The Undertaker, they lost to a lot of guys, and in the end, the Wyatt family, no one took them seriously. And pushing them and having them win against guys like Big Show and Kane, whose sole purpose in the year 2016 should be to get over younger guys, and instead of, yeah, hogging the spotlight and winning against them. It's not their fault, it's WWE's fault. That's for sure. But if they won here, what purpose would it serve? None. So the Wyatt family should win here and should dominate and beat down the three big guys afterwards. It's a shame for Ryback, but well, he's a big guy, and the Wyatt family has to destroy big guys to become a threat yet again, a real huge threat. And beating down Brock Lesnar was the first way to really get them back and get them on a run. Next match, the Tag Team Divas match between Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks versus, and on the other side, Team Bad of Naomi and Tamina. Well, a lot of history here. Sasha Banks, former, I wouldn't say teammates, it was more than lackeys. Yeah, they of course stand in a way to becoming the contender for the Divas title, and Becky Lynch, well, she is a contender already, and everything looks like it will be a three-way at WrestleMania, and I'm all for it. But there needs to be more tension between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. They have a common goal, get the title from Charlotte's waist around their own. And yeah, of course, there was certain stuff that these two are not the best of friends, but they really need to build up way more tension, and this tag team match is a great chance to do it. And as unlikely as it sounds, maybe Naomi and Tamina will get the win here, because Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks cannot really get on the same page in a match. And it would be interesting, but in the end, a loss, they would need to build them up yet again after losing to Naomi and Tamina, who don't matter that much. Well, but so in the end, maybe my money would be on Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, so they can gain momentum, and you can build up tension between those two, even if they win. Depends on how WWE decides to handle it. We'll see. The Divas title match between Brie Bella and Charlotte. Charlotte becoming more and more heel, like her father was in his best days. And yes, Brie Bella on the other, as her number one contender, obviously. Well, I think she got the spot because of Daniel Bryan's retirement, because I haven't really seen anything of note by Brie Bella except her promo after Daniel Bryan's retirement. So, well, she and Daniel want to have a family, and there are rumors she will be leaving rather soon. I don't see her winning here, because if she won, we'd have a four-way at WrestleMania between herself, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks. Would be a nice, parting gift, so to speak. But I think Charlotte should retain here, gain more heat by defeating Brie Bella with heelish methods, and that way Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks are even more credible as faces, because people just like them and are not too hot for Charlotte. So Charlotte should retain here. The match, well, it will not be great, but if Brie really decides to put it all in this match, it could be fairly decent. So that should be these are the, in my opinion, less important matches, even if the Divas title, the Divas Revolution is still not here yet, not fully here yet. If you want the Divas Revolution, you have to look to NXT. So the more important bouts of the evening are AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. And WWE really has done a great job of presenting AJ Styles as a top superstar. He never was in WWE, at least not that anyone really took notice of or took note of it. So having him face off against Jericho is a great way to really elevate him into the upper card right from the start. And these two should have a great match, no doubt about it, because Styles is just one of the world's best in-ring performers, not of all time, but at least of the last 15, 20 years. And Chris Jericho, well, after his more or less lackluster showing with the remains of the Shield against the Wyatt family, which was not entirely his fault, he has a chance to yet again shine in WWE in the ring, and I don't see why he shouldn't take advantage of that. Both will have a hard-fought contest. I think Styles needs to win here, and I think he will win here. And maybe if Alberto Del Rio regains the title from Kalisto, as Sin Cara is not on the sidelines with the injury anymore, as far as I know. Alberto Del Rio versus AJ Styles for the US title at WrestleMania, why the hell not? Styles can win his first title. In defeating Alberto Del Rio, that is something many fans would even love him even more for, because I like Alberto Del Rio, but with this League of Nations and since his return, he hasn't really clicked. So, should be a great match, a potential show stealer, undoubtedly. So, yeah, and hopefully it will further elevate AJ Styles in the WWE universe. Then we have the IC title match between Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. Well, they've been at each other's throats for quite some time now. As Kevin, even while Owens still had his thing with Ambrose, Ziggler was always a little bit in the mix. Yeah, should be a great match. If they give them the time and don't cut him short at the 10-minute mark, they should really have a great match against each other. Both are very, very capable performers. And Kevin Owens should win here and retain the title, because everything else would just further slump the title down. It doesn't help if the title changes hands every other pay-per-view, or even every pay-per-view, or every Raw. So Owens needs to win here, put on a great show, and bring back some credibility to the Intercontinental title. And Ziggler is exactly the opponent he can do it against. Maybe a rematch at WrestleMania is a good idea, because if they do it right here and they have a nice match, well, people would love to see that, and why wouldn't they love it at WrestleMania too? Second potential show stealer here, but of course the main focus lies on the main event between Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns to determine the number one contender for the World Heavyweight title, which at the moment Triple H holds. This match will also determine the second participant of the WrestleMania main event. And there are a lot of possibilities how WWE could play it. If they decide to have a one-on-one match in the WrestleMania main event, I really would doubt anything else than Roman Reigns versus Triple H would be happening, because let's face it, the story is built around Roman Reigns and Triple H, or respectively Roman Reigns versus the Authority. And at this point, if WWE didn't stick with it, or wouldn't stick with it, it would look stupid. So how will they try to get Roman Reigns over? So if he beats Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania, they don't want him to be booed out of the arena, so they need to do something. And having him win here against Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose, and putting the focus on him winning here, that's how. Or you want to get Triple H you want to have Triple H as the top face of the company in the WrestleMania main event, because that's how you do it. They need to put the focus, or shift the focus, from Roman Reigns winning the thing here and facing Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania to Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose. Both have just awesome chemistry. Both have incredible heat, and in the end, both really, really have been at each other's throats the past weeks. So they need to incorporate that here. They need to put the focus on those two and the potential WrestleMania match, because maybe Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose, they eliminate Roman Reigns, so to speak, are go at each other, give them everything they got, and in the end, Reigns always has some hope spots. It's a reverse hope spot. People see, oh no, there's hope for him. I hope not. I hope he doesn't win the title. WWE can really play off that, and in the end, he steals the win, angering both Ambrose and Lesnar. But they are angry at each other, so they will face each other at WrestleMania, maybe for a #1 contender match. And if WWE does it right, hey, why the heck not? I want to see Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania, and it will not be for the title, and they need to have this a one-on-one match at the grandest stage of them all. And after Roman Reigns beats Triple H, because Triple H retaining the titles is not a good idea, it is a short-term solution to a long-term problem WWE has. And if Reigns enters as an opportunistic, more or less face, or if he appears as such, that's something I don't think we had, at least in a long while. We had opportunistic heels every other month, and they are boring as shit. So why not have an opportunistic, more or less face? That adds some depth to the character that Roman Reigns lacks, that we all want to see in him. It's probably not the best trait for a face, but hell, he'll do everything to win. He wins against Triple H. We can have a WrestleMania main event that, if WWE doesn't do it right, will leave the crowd disappointed. But after that, instead of Triple H demanding a rematch, Dean Ambrose or Brock Lesnar should step up to Roman Reigns and face him for the title. And of course, then Reigns is a heel, but who cares? It's probably one of the best solutions they can have here. The match itself, no matter how they play it, it will be great. I have no doubt about it. Ambrose and Lesnar are great performers. Roman Reigns yet still lacks certain qualities the other two have, but we have seen the last year's WrestleMania main event, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It was a great match. Lesnar threw him around. He had his hope spots, and then Rollins came in. And they will manage to have a great match here. The only thing that would stand in the way was if WWE decided to have Roman Reigns dominate these two. And if they really do that, I'm done watching WWE, because that's just really shoving Reigns down our throats more and more. We are sitting here puking and gagging on it, and they ram him down our throats more and more. And if it's on the backs of Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose, then the product will just be unwatchable in the main event. WWE can have Reigns as a face champion. I don't really care. They can do it. Just do it, please. Just do it right, and don't have Roman Reigns Super Saiyajin Cena. We have Super Cena and we have Super Saiyajin Roman Reigns. That's even worse. The Superman booking, nobody wants to see that shit. Sorry for the harsh words, but nobody wants to see that shit. Anyway, back to Fastlane and less looking into the future. As I said, the road of WrestleMania is underway, and it will be interesting to see what happens here at Fastlane, because that really determines how the WrestleMania card will be. And we have 3 potentially great matches on the card, some fillers, and one thing that should be quite good, but will be in the pre-show, so should be entertaining for hours. I really hope WWE plays their cards right and further elevate the road of WrestleMania to being great. So, I'm done with it, and you will hear from me on Monday, because no, that's when my Royal Rumble review, my Fastlane review, will be on YouTube. So hopefully you'll tune in and have me hear to me rant about what WWE did right, what they did wrong. Most of all, I probably will be pissed at what they did wrong again, but doesn't matter. Hope you tune in next time, and after that, we will have certain WrestleMania related stuff like a 10 count with the best and a 10 count with the worst main events, because, well, let's build up the hype to WrestleMania and relive some of its glorious or less glorious past. So, until then, yours Aquifal.